Some fresh meat to fill your belly, perhaps? I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks, I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite. Not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though, rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. They live below the streets in a ratway like dirty animals, and trust me, they know better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. It's Richten's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
Excuse me, Sarah. Have you seen my pa? Well, he was trading at the market stalls, and then he was gone. And I can't find him. I asked him, Sarah, but the guards are mean and won't help. He's got a scar on his chin shaped like a star, on a big fat belly. Really? Do you mind heading over there to see? Paul can be really scary sometimes. I don't want to go in alone. Just head on over there. I'll be right behind you. Don't know what you're blabbing about, Captain. If I was you, I'd keep my lips shut. Noisy people get stuck before sound passes their lips. And the thing that sticks you, it slips right back into the gutter unseen. Or you can let me slip off without a fuss and we'll be as merry as a mid-year morning.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I'll have them all.
Okie dokie, Captain, I ain't even here.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild, or so they'd have you
believe. Come to kill me at the last, have you? Thank the gods. I can bear the guilt no longer. I know I must die. Beware though, my newfound honor demands I defend myself. I am in no mood for jokes. Strike me down. Take your revenge. You don't remember? That is my fault also. I am your so-called friend Inigo. I was the one who killed you. I tried anyway. I am guilty. Kill me. After I shot you, I finally realized my mistake and tried to turn myself in. Your body was gone. The guards did not believe me. They said I was wasting their time. I had to pay them to put me in this cell. It is where I belong. I needed to repent. I need to repent. Fight with you? Or die defending you? Yes, I accept. I feel lighter in my heart now you have given me this opportunity. It will be like old times. Do not joke about such things, my friend. The sadness I feel for what I have done is brutal enough. For now. Yes, my friend. I'm thinking this jail will be my home until I die, or until I repay my debt to you. I'm thinking the guards here are all blind, deaf fools. Don't worry, they didn't hear me say that. No, my mind is a sky without birds at the moment. Uh-huh. Sure. My brother and I never knew our real parents. We were found abandoned in a smelly shack by a soldier on his way to battle. We melted his heart with our fuzzy little faces, and he carried us to the nearest town. He deposited us at an orphanage, and that is where we spent most of our childhood. My brother and I were adopted by a couple of retired assassins. I guess the orphanage did not do a family background check. Mine was perhaps a little more unconventional than most, but I suppose all childhoods are interesting to some degree. My parents provided me with love and encouragement. Apart from the nightly training sessions, we were a normal family. I was bullied by the other Khajiit children because of my unusual color and markings. My mother showed me a handy trick with a rock and a glove. I was never bothered again. Yes, bullies should not be tolerated. They soon learned that being different is not a weakness. My father showed my brother and I how to use a sword. My mother taught us the bow. Happy childhood memories. I grew up in Riverhold, not far from Citadel. My brother and I headed for the Imperial City to find our fortune when we came of age. I found love, for a time at least. My brother found death. Well, now that I think about it, maybe it was not love. It was brief and, as it turned out, one-sided. Anyway, all that happened later. I will come to that soon. There is a little more to hear first. My mother and father are both gone. They died protecting a trading caravan a few years back. I guess I am an orphan again. I suppose they were a bit of an odd couple, being an Argonian and a Khajiit, but they adored each other, and us. Despite their previous profession, they were good people. That means a great deal. Thank you. My brother and I found much work as sellswords. We never made it to the Imperial City, but we made a lot of coin. A bit of giant killing here, a bit of witch slaying there. We took gold when it was offered, but sometimes we worked for nothing. It is hard to deny those in need, whether they have coin or not. We made more than enough from those who could pay anyway. All over Citadel, from the Gold Coast to the Gerald Mountains. It is a wonderful land, but quite tame compared to Skyrim. Those were happy times, traveling or working during the day, camping out under the stars at night. Life was good. I awoke one morning to a lot of noise outside our tent. My brother staggered in, bleeding, and pushed our father's sword into my hand. He said that if I loved him, I would run. He used the last of his strength to rip out the back of the tent and push me down the slope beyond. Some Khajiit-hating locals had blamed us for a spate of robberies in the area, and had decided to take the matter into their own hands. 12 of them had snuck up on us in the night. My brother died, but I live because of him. Yes, that morning I lost all that was dear to me. Unfortunately, I also uncovered a side of myself I never knew existed. Every day, my friend. Every day. His name was Fergus. I miss him very much, but part of me is glad he did not witness what became of me after his passing. Maybe you are right. It is a nice thought, but I suppose I will never know. I was recruited by a group of bandits a few years ago. That is when I discovered skooma. It was the beginning of a lot of nastiness. I was with a bandit girl for a while. Turns out she was using me. She wanted protection, not affection. As soon as she found someone more psychopathic, I was dropped like a sack of troll dung. I thought I did. We dulled each other's pain somewhat. She seemed like the only bright thing in a very dark place. Regrettably, she was a vicious, manipulative harpy. I left the bandits and took the only ally I had with me. He was also an addict, but we thought we had it under control. His name was Felix. He was a big fellow, good in his scrap. We became mercenaries together. After a few months, Felix and I had made a little gold, but our addiction to skooma was getting in the way. No one trusts an addict, my friend, especially not another addict. From time to time my body does, but my mind is made up. I am never touching this stuff again. It helped me smother some painful memories, but it took my sense and reason as payment. It was not a fair trade. There is not much to tell. He never spoke about his past, but it was clear he had also been through a great deal before becoming a bandit. That life did not seem to suit him. He had been an educated man at some point, I am sure of it. He was violent, but he had retained some dim vestige of honor. I wish we had met under different circumstances. One day, Felix burst into my chamber. Instinct took over and I reacted. His murder was my second-to-last step on the road of dishonor. Trying to kill you was my last. My journal tells the rest. Read it if you want. I do not enjoy speaking of these things. That is my story. Not a happy one, but maybe the happy stuff is still to come. Taking the scenic route is my style. I'm all for risk and adventure, but why throw yourself off a cliff for no reason? I've been obsessed with dragons since I was a child. I cannot believe they are back. I'm picky about what I read, but I do enjoy a good book. I hate the way chickens look at me, like they know what I've done. I'm pretty handy in a fight, even if I do say so myself. I like to have a full quiver. You can never have too many arrows. I like looking good. Sometimes that means being naked. You have to work best with what you have. I hate those giant black chittering insects you get here. They make my eyes hurt and my fur stand on end. One-handed weapons suit me very much. They leave a hand free to perform rude gestures. I hate racism. This land is full of it. We all laugh and bleed and love, don't we? There is nothing for me in my homeland now. This is where my heart says I should be. When no one is watching, I sometimes chase my tail. Silly tail. How many soul gems can you fit in your mouth? My record is 3. I can hack a foe's head from their shoulders with one blow. It is not boasting, it is just a fact. The first time I went to the Bee and Barb, that maven woman pinched my bottom. I am not just a piece of meat. My thumb arms are not quite the same length. Never feed a slaughterfish your lunch. They will not be satisfied. My favorite smell is green. My parents used to read to me in bed. I used to pretend I was ill so I could hear more tales of adventure. I still love a good story. My mother called me Sky and my brother Sun because of our colorings. I look like a blue sky with clouds. My brother was golden and a bit round. I have many thoughts, all of my own. Many are fleeting though. Better catch them while you can. Rabbits are not all they seem. Believe me, I found out the hard way. My least favorite place in Skyrim is anywhere the dead still walk. And Windhelm. My honor is very important to me. I like talking about myself. I am very interesting. After exploring many ruins here, I have become good at avoiding most traps. Poison, spikes, and fire do not agree with me. I've been practicing. I can defeat almost any lock as long as I have a pick to break. Every time I accidentally snap one, I picture a spider's leg. One day, I hope to learn how to fight underwater. I just can't seem to do it. I love archery. I once shot a man's hat off at 60 paces. If he hadn't ducked, I would have got his head. My favorite place in Skyrim is Riften, without a doubt. It smells perfect. If we ever find ourselves in the Bard's College, remind me to share some songs with you. Remember to take a seat though. I like a focused audience. I like the simple things in life. Sitting in a warm bar, the company of a beautiful woman, bashing a giant spider in the face. I like Skyrim very much, to oblivion with those who don't. I'm not a heavy drinker. Violence is my only remaining vice. I like eating trout and walks in the dark. One day when I have fully repaid my debts, I hope to build my own home, somewhere in the rift. Ugly is a state of mind. I hate ugly minds. I have traveled to many places. As a result, my accent is eclectic. If you turn around and I am not there, do not worry. I will catch up eventually. Sometimes a man needs a little privacy. I don't get cold very easily. If you want to get to know me better, we can always sit in an inn and have a chat. I like your voice almost as much as mine. My heart swells at the sight of natural beauty. I'm very stealthy, if need be. Hello, my name is Inigo, and I am a recovering skooma addict. Okay then.